Anytime now, Joey.
It's red?
Yeah.
It looks purple to me.
All right.
All right. Welcome to the Pick Show for 956sports.com. I'm Joey Calvillo alongside these gentlemen, and I'll let them introduce themselves a little bit. And I use gentlemen very lightly, by the way. But I'll start over there with the guy in the blue and with a nice haircut.
I'm Jake Berry, and I got my bangs cut today.
Kevin Arnold.
And Rob Vela.
All right, we're going to do some picks tonight. We're going to do a little bit different. We kind of agreed ahead of time on the some picks, and we're going to discuss a couple of games. We feel like the bigger games or the games that warrant some discussion. And Rob, go ahead and start us off.
All right, starting tomorrow in District 32-5A, we have Brownsville Veterans going to Brownsville Porter. Well, I guess they wouldn't go to Brownsville Porter because they play at the same stadium.
Sam's. So.
Joseph, what do you got?
I'm going to pick Porter. No, I'm not going to pick Porter. Come on. Really?
Yeah. Personally, I think it's going to be a tough game for Porter. Brownsville Vets is looking very strong in that district, so I think all of us will be going with
Yeah, we agreed ahead of time that Brownsville Veterans is going to, by hands down, going to win that game.
All right, second game, big one. Edinburgh Vela going over to PSG North, which could possibly be the district champion.
Yeah.
Well, we discussed that game off the air a little bit, and just kind of basically all came to the consensus that Vela's going to win that game. But there's a lot of people that don't believe that. Kevin, you saw this team in action last week. PSG North defense. What do you think about them? Do you think they can hold up to the Vela offense?
It's going to be close for a while, maybe a quarter or two, and then there's just too much speed on for Robert Vela. PSG North is a little bit banged up on offense, so if they fall behind 2 touchdowns out of the gate, it's going to be very tough for PSG North to try and make their way back into that ball game. But I'm going to go with Edinburgh Vela on this one.
Jake, what do you think?
Well, being that my good friend Robert Vela is here, I'm going to go... Okay, sorry, it just said it stopped here. Sorry, guys. By the way, the internet, we're at the whims of the internet, so if it says interrupted, I'm sorry. But yeah, my good friend Robert Vela is here. I got to go with Robert Vela, but, you know, I don't think I'll need the 4 guys that are coming back, but because I think that PSG North is hurt right now. They've got some injuries. So, you know, I wouldn't, if I was almost PSG North, play a couple quarters and then pull your guys, you know, because
So you're in
you got to finish strong, because there is a chance that they don't make the playoffs if they lose out. So you don't want to lose out. And not saying they would, but there's a slim chance.
Rob, what do you think?
You know, I'm going with my heart here. Going against my real good friend Ralph and his PSG North Raiders. So, yeah, I think it's going to turn out to be an exciting game. I think that Greg Selber jinxed it with the wet game. Didn't he say that the last week?
Yeah.
That we hadn't had a wet game yet, and I think the chances of rain are pretty high for tomorrow.
Wow.
So that's according to my friend Samara Kino. So
That falls in favor of PSG North. That's the case, because they're a run-oriented offense.
Well, I disagree. I think it's going to be in Vela's favor because they're going to be a ground control game. Keep control of the ball. Keep it away from PSG North, and PSG North never going to see the ball. And one thing that's going to be a big difference, I think, and we have not really talked about it too much, is special teams for Vela. If you look at their kickoffs and their punt returns, Guzman back there has made a huge difference in punt returns. Last game, several punt returns. One of them called back that I got to see towards the end of the game. If that happens, no penalties, hey, that's an easy score right there. So, you know, that may be the X factor in this game altogether.
Another player to keep an eye on is Christian Flores, the sophomore. He's going up against a very tough defense in PSG North. And finally, last week, somebody scored double-digit points against the Raiders. So it's going to be an interesting game. We'll have coverage out at that football game. So.
All right. Well, I already made my pick, so.
Yeah, we all agree.
Pardon.
all right, the third one for tomorrow is PSG Southwest traveling over to Edinburgh against Economides.
Oh, we agreed offhand that Economides is going to take that easily. If they don't, wow, that's going to be a shocker.
Yeah, and they can't lose a single game now the rest of the way. They've got to win out just to have a chance at the playoffs. So, tough task.
So next game.
Yep. All right, last one for Thursday. Mission High going over to La Jolla Palmview.
Kevin?
I'm gonna go with okay. You get me? Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with La Jolla Palmview in this one. Mission is just struggling to find offense each week. I want to believe in them. Like Joey and I talked last week, they're just an offense, just trying to find the rhythm with Coach Detmer's new system. But I'm gonna go with Joel Pena and Palmview in this one.
You know, I really wanted to pick Mission High.
Yes.
Last week I did. I think that they were trying. At the game, you watch that game and you go, gosh, what happened to that team? So as much as I want to pick Mission High, Palmview is going to be the team that I'm going to pick.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Palmview. I saw them beat Rowe. They're the only team to beat Rowe. That district's kind of cupcake, but I think Palmview takes it.
Yeah, I'm with Palmview as well. So moving over to Friday, starting off District 32, 6A, Brownsville Hanna versus San Benito.
We all picked San Benito off air. San Benito's going to take it. We feel like Hanna may not even have a chance in this game. San Benito's just way too strong of a team.
Yeah, their schedule. It's interesting. The last 2 weeks with Wesco and Harlingen for San Benito.
So next game.
All right, Harlingen South going over to Bobby Lackey Stadium in Westco versus Westco High. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we talked about this game, and I think it's going to be a very interesting game. Jake, you want to start us off on this one?
Yeah, I like Harlingen in this game. No, I'm just kidding. I know the teams this week. I think like Westaco's had a hard time scoring this year on their own. They've scored against Ribera, but so has everybody else. So I'm going to give the edge in this game to Harlingen South. I think offensively they're really good. They've been able to put points up. Now they did lose to Hanna on a last-second field goal, but I got to go with Harlingen South in this game.
It's going to be a tough task for Wesco going up against they're a quick-paced offense with Coach Ritchie and what they like to do. But I think Wesco's defense can play physical football, led by Jordan Nichols, and that's the brand of defense they play. And I'll take a physical defense over a quick tempo offense any day of the week. So I'm going to go with Wesco at home in this one. It's one of those games where Tony Villalobos is going to have his boys ready.
Yeah, and Rob, I'll go on this before you go. I really like Wesco in this one. Last week they played lights out. Offense was clicking at the beginning. That first quarter just didn't seem like Wesco had everything going on. It seemed like the games beforehand was kind of trickling into this to that first game. Of course, you're playing against a Brownsville team that just wasn't up to matching against Wesco High. But this game, they're going to build off of what they had this last week, and then go against a Harlingen South team and come away with a win. So I picked the Panthers for that game.
All right, well, I'm going to go with Jake, and who'd you go with, Harlingen South?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of even it out here. So the next game is Los Fresnos versus Harlingen High.
We discussed this, and I think this is going to be an amazing game. As much as you'd say Los Fresnos may not be as strong as some people may think they are, they show some weakness here and there. But Kevin, we've seen both teams. What do you think?
Los Fresnos, they can most definitely put up points, but at the same time, the defense still gives up a lot. And right now, Harlingen in the middle, they're on a 4-game win streak right now. Their defense is only allowing 12 points per game in that current win streak. So I think they're going to give a couple of big plays, but again, Leo Tienda, like Jake and I have been saying all year, he's healthy. Jesse Castro's healthy. That team is really rolling, so I'm going to go with Harlingen.
Harlingen?
Yeah, I like Harlingen in this game. Any game that Tienda plays in, I have to go with. So.
I got the Cardinals on this one as well. I think they're going to be way too strong for Los Fresnos.
Yeah, Harlingen also. Moving over to District 32 5A, Brownsville Pace, heading over to Ed Calchelsa.
Kevin?
Ed Calchelsa. I wrote it in my power rankings earlier this week that around this time last year, Ed Calchelsa ran into that wall. They lost back-to-back games, and that team ended up really turning it around and going 3 rounds deep. I think that DNA is still instilled in this year's team with Aguinaga in his senior year, so I'm going to go with Ed Couch.
Jake?
See, Kevin doesn't trust me. He thinks something's going on. Yeah, nothing's going on, Kevin. Nothing's going on.
He keeps on looking behind.
I'm a
me.
good guy.
No, he's. No.
Look, at Cal Chelsea can't lose the pace 2 years in a row. It just won't happen. If that happens, the heavens will empty, and Kevin's pick for the Edinburgh North game might actually happen. All right, so
I think Ed Cachosa's gonna pour their frustrations out on pace. I really think that the coaching staff's gonna get this team ready. After 2 losses, they can't handle a third. I don't think the coaching staff's gonna let that happen. Ed Cachosa is gonna be a big winner against Pace.
Yeah, I'm with you there. All right, moving on. Donna High versus Donna North.
This is an interesting one.
all right, we were torn on this one.
Yeah, this is a very interesting pick, and we're going to discuss it in depth because I think some of us are reaching a little bit, but let's see, Kevin.
Donna North, we saw a little brother get a win last week with Pioneer, and I think the other little brother in the Valley is going to get a win here. Just a lot of athletes over on Donna North, Dominic Castillo being one of them. I'm going to pick the Chiefs in this one.
Chiefs.
See, I was going to do that, but I'm going with the Redskins now. So I'm going to go with the Redskins, Kevin.
It's fine.
You were gonna pick the Chiefs on that one. I'm gonna go with North, and just because of this, Wesco East. Who did they beat against Wesco High? Wesco High. Pioneer. Who did they beat when they played Sharyland? Sharyland. So I think this is the year of the junior schools, the younger schools, and I think North and Coach Rock. They're gonna have that win against Donna. It's gonna be a very big win.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. And I'm going with Donna High. All right, moving on to let's see where we at. 31-6-8. Here's another good one. Intercity rivalry: Edinburgh North and Edinburgh High.
Okay, everybody just look to me. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin, we're not even gonna say anything.
Yeah.
This is yours.
Yeah, everybody just look at me. Last week I went with that's me at an Astros game. Yeah, I don't know what's so funny about it, but okay. I'm gonna go with Edinburgh North in this one. They're playing some really good football, as is the Bobcats, but Christian Espinosa is a senior, and a lot of this team had been through the struggles a couple years ago, and I think that they're gonna continue playing some good football. Their defense is playing really well. But the same can be said about the Bobcats. They picked up a crazy overtime win last week against PSJ. I really like what Nathan Modis is doing at the quarterback position, and like Coach Leja said, we like to keep it simple and we like to control the ball. And they got a lot of athletes, and we got a lot of athletes. But I'm gonna go with, like Rob said earlier, I'm gonna go with the heart over the brain this week, and I'm gonna go with Edinburgh North.
Edinburgh North. Jake.
Well, look, I'd love to go with the Bobcats, but Edinburgh North won last week. I picked them to win last week against my Economy's Jaguars. So, so I'm going to go on a limb this week and go with Edinburgh North 2 weeks in a row, something Kevin couldn't do.
Last week I picked PSJ High over Edinburgh High. I just didn't think that they were that good. I became a believer. Bobcats are gonna win.
Yeah, and it's not that we're believers. I mean, Bobcats is good. That's real good.
Just not good enough for that game.
Are
Oh,
you
they're gonna be good.
a believer?
I know.
A believer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Edinburgh High this coming week. Also, they got a lot of things working for them. Especially, isn't it the 100th year
Anniversary.
of Edinburgh High School?
I did the logo, by the way, so if you haven't seen it.
All right.
It's not on the screen, it's huge.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Edinburgh High. It's a lot of reunions coming up. It's our 25th reunion. 25
Really?
years already. Yeah, I know. It looks like I probably should be at the 35-year reunion, but I'm really 25. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Edinburgh High in that one. Moving on to same district, PSJ High against PSJ Memorial.
Bears, boy, they showed some heart last week, and Guajardo in that last 2.5 minutes of that football game, Bears showed some growing pains, so to speak, but I like Guajardo and the Bears to bounce back.
Yes.
Bears.
Yeah, it's Bears on this one. PSJ Memorial, and I'm good friends with Mike Uribe and his staff, actually, some really good guys on that staff. They just don't have the horses. You're not on the screen. Calm down. They don't have the horses to really contend with the team, But you never know. It's a rivalry game. You never know.
I got the Bears.
I got the Bears in this one.
Yeah, I'm with PSJ also. All right, moving on. District 31 5A. First game on the ticket here is Rio Grande City going over to Mission Vets.
Now this is one that we were going to discuss, and Jake, you had your clear pick for this one, and I want to see if you're going to stick with your pick, because every pick that you've picked so far has been opposite of what you said before. So I think going second after Kevin changes your mind. So this time I'm going to have you go first.
Okay.
Pick first.
What am I asking?
Rio and Mission Vets.
Oh no, me and Rob, we're solid on this one, Rob. All right, I'm stealing his pick right now. But you want to say it together? 1, 2, 3. Rio.
Okay, Kevin.
Mission veterans, they're coming off a bye week. Everybody's healthy, and Rio is playing some really good football offensively. They got that upset win last week against Nixon, so they're right in the middle of that playoff race. But I'm going to go with the Patriots at home.
They're going to be riding high. Rattlers.
Oh, jeez, you don't say that. All right.
All right, let's see. Valley View versus Pioneer. Next game on the ticket.
Not this year. Football.
We agreed on this one off
Yeah.
air. Pioneer's going to take this one. Not even going to be too much of a game. Pioneer's going to run along. Jake, you were impressed with that game against Sherryland.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you said, man, this is a better team than I thought. And they really did show a lot during that game.
So
Yeah.
can I ask a question? Is that the signature win for you?
That one, yeah, because I talked to that's Big Brother. Being Mission Vets is okay, but Mission Vets isn't like. It was kind of like when Vela got creamed by Edinburgh the year before they really started to take off. You have to have that big game, and they really dominated that game. When Sheridan did score, they ran it back. I mean, you were there.
Yeah.
They played a better game, and I remember when Vela did that to Edinburgh. That was the signature game for them because it didn't matter who they beat before that game. If you don't beat Big Brother, you're never really gonna jump. You're not gonna jump that next level.
Yeah, it was an amazing game by Pioneer. It seemed like they dominated from the start.
Oh, by the way, thank you, Charlie. It is Pioneer's homecoming game, so even worse for Valley View.
Yeah, you know how that goes. Homecoming games. All right. So next game.
Last one on this district is Laredo Martin versus. Oh, we said we were gonna even go there. Or Laredo City Row. What were
Let's
we
just
doing?
do it real quick, Martin.
Martin, yeah, okay.
So
Moving over to District 36A, La Jolla High versus Lincoln. What is Lincoln? I'm sorry.
I think we picked La Jolla High altogether on this one.
Yeah.
It was a consensus. So La Jolla High, the Coyotes are going to win on that.
Great defense.
Okay. Yeah. Next one, last one in the district, Mac High versus McAllen Nicky Rowe.
Well, we all kind of decided Rowe was going to win on this one. We all had the same pick, but you have an inter-city rivalry, Rowe, Mac High. I think it's going to be a little more interesting than what people think. Plus, I'm going to be at that game working with K-Mac. Is that what they're called, K-Mac?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So K-Mac will be out there doing color commentating.
K-Mac? Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Jake.
Yeah, but hey, real quick, if Mac High loses this game, it's pretty much out of the playoffs. I mean, they have a slim chance after this, but they would have to win out. They need this win.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. District 16 4A. My screen is jumping around.
Yeah,
Like, it's crazy. Progresso versus Port Isabel.
We agreed all PI going to win that one easy against Progresso.
Yep.
Next
Moving on.
Yeah.
Rio Hondo versus Raymondville.
We all agreed Rohando's gonna beat up on the Bearcats, unfortunately.
Yeah, this one, I was at the Pioneer game, and Dino, Coach Rocky James' brother, we're talking about how good this team was. It's probably one of his best teams they had in a long, long time.
Yeah, Rio's just an amazing. Rohando's just an amazing team right now. I feel bad for that one. Yeah, the next game is gonna be 16-4A Division 1.
Gruya versus Kingsville King.
We all agreed on Gruya. Gators gonna take this game. King's not playing very well, and I don't know if they just they don't have the talent that's available out there, or they're just not up to speed against that team and those teams in that district.
Yeah.
So next
All right, La Feria versus Hidalgo.
we agreed again. Once again, Hidalgo gonna win this game hands down. Kevin, you look like you're kind of confused on that one.
Feria.
You're gonna pick La Feria? Oh,
Feria.
wow.
I had La Feria. Did I say
Yeah, we
Hidalgo?
had a Feria.
You guys said
We had a
that?
Feria.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was gonna.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you go with that one.
I'll go with it.
All
That
right.
way. Okay.
I'll say, wait a minute.
You guys said that.
Pick La Feria.
Okay. No wonder Kevin was giving me a look like,
Yeah, I was
what the
like,
heck are
wait a
you
minute.
talking about? All right, so next.
Yeah, District 16 3A, Monte Alto versus Odom.
So let me just get this straight. We did pick Monte Alto on this one, altogether.
I'm going to pick Monte Alto because I just love the Blue Devils.
Okay, you just like saying Monte Alto.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm with you. District 16 3A, Lyford versus Santa Rosa.
the Bulldogs, according to all of us, Lyford Bulldogs are going to take this one. They're green and gold uniforms. You better not say yellow to those people out there because it's gold.
Really?
So Lyford, yeah, Lyford's going to take that one.
Yeah, I think we're all with Lyford. Falfurious versus, I like saying Falfurious, like they're mad. Falfurias versus Bishop.
Foul.
Same thing, foul.
Yeah, all right. And moving on to, where was that last one?
That was going to be Santa Maria versus Ben Bolt.
Okay. Santa Maria versus Bethel.
16-2A Division 1.
Santa Maria, no, Benville.
Ben Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben Bolt, I think the same thing.
I'll go ahead.
You gonna go with Santa Maria?
Yes. No, I'm going with Ben Bolt.
Oh, okay.
Coach Jesse Salinas, I think that's where he started. He was a good friend of defense coordinator for my dad when he was coaching for a long, long time.
Great.
Freer versus La Villa.
We agreed on Freer, right?
Freer, yeah.
Freer.
Olivia's having a hard year.
Yeah, they're in a very difficult situation right now. So a game that we're gonna talk about, the last game that we're gonna talk about tonight is I think is a very interesting game, and that's gonna be St. Joe's versus Central Catholic in San Antonio. In San Antonio, Kevin, I know you've been wanting to talk about this game for a while because it's in San Antonio. Trying to get some travel money go up there. You think it's gonna be St. Joe?
No.
You
no,
love talking about
no,
St. Joe.
No, I know. No, yeah, no. I know. St. Joe's gonna win this one by 2 scores. Central Catholic coming in this game, they've lost 5 straight.
Yeah.
You know, so they're really on a big losing streak here. But I did write that this begins the one of the 3 weeks where they're gonna have to continuously go to San Antonio. But I think they're up for the challenge. And again, Kai Money will do Kai Money things. One of the top quarterbacks in the Valley. And I'm gonna go with St. Joe.
Yeah, Jake.
St. Joe, we talked about this on Sunday meeting, Greg, and their games are coming up. This should be a win for them.
Yeah. The next 2 will be telling.
St. Joe.
Yeah, I'm with St. Joe as well. So.
All right, moving on to Saturday. We got 2 games on Saturday. District 32 6A Westaco East traveling over to Sam Stadium facing Brownsville Rivera.
East, it was clear cut.
Yeah, we all picked East on that one. I think I feel sorry for Rivera. You got both Westaco teams back to back, and they're looking to get a win and a win big. And East is going to just
Take it out.
dominate, and they're going to take out their frustrations on Rivera. Unfortunately, for them.
2 teams with some other colors.
Yeah, black on black.
All right, last one for Saturday, and for our picks for this week is Sherryland going over to Laredo to face Laredo Nixon.
Look, I think we know, well, we found out something from last week that Nixon had 5 guys out for undisclosed reasons. But if they're out, Sherryland might walk away with this game. Sherryland's not a bad team at all, and we got to see them last week. Nixon's going to have their work cut out for them. If Sherryland's defense can play well and hold them to the teens in points, Sherryland walks away with this game. So I'm gonna go with Sherryland.
Yeah, the Rattlers never count out a Ronadami coach squad, and it's a very interesting football game because Pioneer, Sherryland, and Nixon all have 1 loss in that district. So a win could put them ahead, and then we'll see. It's gonna be very telling as far as the standings go in that district. But Sherryland.
If those 5 players are still out, definitely Sherryland. Sherryland's defense, even though it didn't show it on the scoreboard, their defense really put it to Pioneer. They were hard hitting. They were quick to the ball. And it's just a good defense out there. And I think Sherryland will put up a fight against Nixon if they have those 5 players back. If they don't, I think it's going to be a dominating game for Sherryland.
Yeah, I'm going with Sherryland. And guys, that wraps it up for the picks. Did you guys?
So,
Go ahead, Joseph.
okay. So, just make sure you follow us. We're going to be out and about. Kevin's going to be doing some packages regarding some games. I think we're going to be out there for sure at the Vela PSJ North game. I'll be at the Nicky Rowe Mac High game. Jake, you got a game you're going to go to?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna pick one of the better games in the Valley. I'm not sure which one it is. Yeah, but we'll figure that out when we get to it.
You're going to go support
Yeah, I'll be somewhere tomorrow. I won't be at the Vela game tomorrow. Although my good friend Carl Padilla is coming down from San Antonio for that game, the Padilla Pole. We'll be down at the Vela game.
Robert?
Yeah, I'll be there at the Vela game, and then I'll be snapping pics at the EHS Edinburgh North game on Friday. But if you're going to a game tomorrow, take a poncho, take something, get ready for that rain. And if you're going to a game on Friday night, take a little windbreaker because it's going to be a beautiful night for football.
Yeah, finally a co-front comes in for the fat guys in the valley. Yes. All right. So thanks for watching this pick show. On behalf of Rob Vela, Kevin Nato, Jake Berry, and myself, Joey Cavillo, thank you for watching this pick show on 956sports.com.